So now we will be discussing about our second layer, that is dermis, of course. Okay, dermis. Okay, so as we know that dermis is the layer that comes between epidermis and epidermis and hypodermis. Okay, hypodermis is the inner layer and the third layer of our skin. So now in this video we will be only focusing in the dermis layer. Okay, so dermis layer is the protective also layer. It contains many different structure. What we'll be discussing about dermis layer, it contains many different structures. Okay, many different structures. Dermis layer, let me highlight it. Okay, so it contains, as I told you, many different structures. So let's see what it contains. It contains the nerves ending. Nerves 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 ending, and it contains the sense receptors ending. It contains the sense receptors and to detect what for what. Like it contains, as I told you, that it contains the sense receptors. So what it will do, it detect the temperature. What it detect the temperature, I'm sorry for the disturbance. Yes, it contains the nerve receptors or nerve ending it contains, so to detect the temperature, the change temperature that is occurring in our body, or sometime pain. Okay, sometime pain or pressure. How pain? As I'll tell you that pressure of the blood pressure. Okay, not the blood pressure but the pressure of the blood, the pain that caused by the biting of mosquito. So it contains the sweat gland. What else it contains? It contains the sweat glands. Sweat glands. Okay, it contains the sweat glands that releases or secretes the sweat, or why the sweat secretes, because to maintain the temperature. Okay, for example, your body temperature is high, so to maintain that, the sweat gland secretes the sweat so that your body temperature gets low. For example, you are running, okay, and your body gets very very warm, so we know that the sweat start secreting. So this is what who secretes the sweat? The dermis secretes the sweat. Okay, so now I will tell you that it also contains the arterioles. What it contains? It contains some arterioles. What is arteriole? Let me write it. Arterioles. Okay, it also contains the arterioles. What is arterioles? Arterioles, as we know that artery is divided into arterioles, so that is what arteriole is called. So a dermis layer contain arterioles. Okay, and that regulate the temperature, of course, blood circulation and these all. Also the dermis contain, as I told you, that it have different structure. So dermis also contain hair follicles. What? Hair follicles. Okay, it also contains the hair follicles. What are hair follicles? To grow your hair or to repair your skin, the hair follicles. I'm sorry. Yes. Or last but not the least, it contains the sebaceous gland. What is now sebaceous gland? Sorry, sebe, sebaceous gland that releases sebum. What is sebum? Sebum is basically the oil like pigment. It is like the oil like pigment. If I would give you the example, for example, like at your skin, sometime your skin feels like oily. So what that is sebum, and that is being released by dermis. Okay, and it is also for the protection. Okay, and I hope that is clear.